Hey guys, thanks for stopping by on my channel. Sam here with a review for you. Today I'm going to be tackling a scent that I've wanted to review for quite a while now, really, and I've just finished the testing phase, so I thought I'd whack out a review. It is quite late tonight, I must say. You're looking at about 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, but I'm up, ready to review. Bang on, what I'm thinking of doing now, and I've got it all planned out. Everything's done, testing phase done, and obviously what I'm going to give you is a perception of what people think that around me think and how I feel myself about the fragrance, and just giving you not just the generic idea of what everyone's going to tell you what the fragrance is like, but my personal opinion on it as well. Hopefully that will give you a better perception on the fragrance in the whole anyway. This is Aqua Fahrenheit, guys. Aqua Fahrenheit. This from Dior, one of the flankers from the classic Fahrenheit, which I'm sure even people who aren't into fragrances probably know about Fahrenheit. I'm pretty sure they do, really. Very well known. This came out in 2011. It's quite a new scent. It's gaining popularity in the fragrance community right now, and just in general, people who aren't in the fragrance community, people are beginning to enjoy this scent. The perfumer behind this one is Francis Dimashi. He has basically made every Dior under the sun, so you can go rely that it's going to do a good scent for you. Looking back, Eau Sauvage, DHI, Fahrenheit, Fahrenheit Parfum, which obviously is a new release, which I'm still getting my hands on that one. That'll be in the next haul after the one that I'm going to release in the next couple of weeks. But I'm looking forward to that anyway. So yeah, Francis Dimashi is the perfume. What's the aim of this scent? Well, it's something that I'm including in my reviews really now. I've done a review for a while, so this is maybe a couple of new things for you anyway. My take on it really is that I always like to say, what's the aim of this scent? What's the aim when you're making a scent? When a perfumer is creating a scent, just like if you're creating a business model, you need like an idea. What's the aim for the model? What's the USPs sort of thing, and that's what I think it's good to tackle. Just think behind the scent, think towards what the perfumer is actually thinking of anyway, and then maybe you can enjoy the scent a bit more when you understand what they were thinking when they were actually making the scent anyway. We can never be sure, but we can give you an idea of what it's like anyway. Aims the scent. I'm looking at a fresh take on a classic scent from Fahrenheit. Very fresh. How do they do that scent? Well, I'll get into that in a second. Maybe more of a wearable scent, I'd say, than Fahrenheit. People say Fahrenheit's harder to wear. This scent maybe is a bit easier to wear, a bit cleaner on the nose, and yeah. Basically, top notes of this scent, you're looking at grapefruit, mandarin. I do get a bit of orange in this, like sort of blood orange sort of thing, but it's not listed in the notes, but I do get this grapefruit, mandarin, orange blast at the top of the scent. Really sweet, really nice, very much a very fruity blast. Then you get into the violet and mint, and then you got leather and vetiver in the base, basically. So what does that mean? Basically, when you spray the scent on, you're getting a huge blast of grapefruit, and wow, if you ever smoked grapefruit before, it's really quite a tangy sort of scent anyway. Just get that sort of pinch, which is understandable, because obviously thinking about how this scent was developed, you're looking at like the leather and violet combo, which was the original Fahrenheit. This has just been taken from that and added a bit of fruitiness to it. But grapefruit's probably the best, or not the best, but certainly the most. How to put it? It's the note I would pick if I was him, putting it in a fragrance. Reason being, it gives that bit of tinge, a bit of tanginess to it, which would really work really well with the violet leaf as well, I would say. And obviously the leather notes in that as well is really quite nice. But obviously, grapefruit at the top, then it moves into the mint and violet leaf. I do get a lot of mint in the mid. It's nice. Everyone knows what mint smells like. Spearmint, peppermint, whatever it might be. Just mint in general, really. And then at the base, obviously, leather and vetiver. It does become very much a leather-based scent, leather and violet-based scent. It does go back to the original, I must say. After about, give or take, I'd say about 3 or 4 hours, because it goes into the original stage. So really, what you're getting is the this Fahrenheit at the top, and then we get into the base. It turns into Fahrenheit, the old Fahrenheit. Basically, that's what it really feels like when I smell it anyway, really. Longevity and projection, people want to know about this all the time. What do you get from it, guys? Well, the way I see it, I tackled this in one of my fragrance blogs sort of thing that I did a few months back. Longevity misconception, I think it was called. And longevity, it depends on the skin. Me personally, I get 4 to 6 hours longevity out of this thing, which is fine by me. I can live with that. Projection, 2 to 4 hours, And we're talking mild projection as well. This is no heavy hitter by no means. Obviously, if you're not sure what projections basically is, essentially it's projecting a scent out, a scent cloud around you basically. So how long is this projecting a scent cloud around you? For me, 2-3 hours, I'd say 2 to 4 hours tops, I'd say really anyway. But then it comes to skin scents. You can only smell it really if you're doing something like this, or you're just lifting your top off, or you're just sort of moving around with your hands, that sort of thing. That's all when you're going to smell this scent really. Well, people's opinions and main phrases of this sort of thing. Well, again, I've started doing a lot of testing of my fragrances now, and I've been getting a really a big review, not a review, a big a wide perspective on the fragrance in general. I've been taking it to work and just getting people to, just basically going, how does that smell to you? And they just go, oh, it's nice. And then how does that smell on my wrist? And I smell for 2 hours, and they go, oh, okay, that's nice. Basically, I've been doing a lot of testing in that sense. I think it's the best thing to do. It makes my review more in depth, I'd say. I think people like depth. Maybe people like speed. Some reviews on YouTube, I love watching the reviews, and they're really quick in like 3 or 4 minutes. Personally, I feel like a fragrance deserves its time, and it deserves time on the spot, literally, I'd say, to really give you a full in detailed analysis of this scent, really. Just like if you're in a business meeting, if you do like a PowerPoint presentation, they wouldn't really expect you to do a 2-minute presentation instead of actually doing a 20-minute presentation, because you get more depth into that scent. But not saying you can't get depth into some short reviews. You probably can. I'm sure you can, but I prefer to really make it quite in depth and give you an idea of really what it's about, this scent. So when you do go out to buy this, or maybe purchase it online, or just smell it in the shop, you're not flabbergasted by how what it smells like. What did they say? Well, they said it was fresh. These people around in my workplace and just friends in general, and people off the street as well, just said, we'd like to smell this and just give me an idea what you think of it. Fresh, powdery, masculine, modern, and powerful. They were the main ones that people were saying. In general, they were the main ones. The main ones they really was fresh and modern. And I can see that completely, because some people see this as a fresh scent. They're picking up on the grapefruit and the mandarin. Definitely, they are picking up on that. So that is definitely very fresh. Powdery, I wouldn't say this is a powdery scent. Obviously the fresh scent with the combination of leather and violet leaf in the base. I don't think most people who said that it's fresh on the opening will agree in the base, to be honest. But obviously most people don't really know about how the scent changes, so that's not too bad really. But obviously powdery, don't really see as much powdery, don't really get that at all, to be quite honest. Masculine, yes, this is masculine. In the base ideally. These masculine comments were made when I was literally saying, smell on my wrist sort of thing. So they were literally smelling the dry down essentially. So in a sense, people are going to go, to give you an idea, people think it's fresh at the start, and in the dry down, masculine, powerful. The powerful scent was, again, from people saying, what does it smell like on my wrist? Obviously looking at like leather, vetiver in the base. Vetiver's quite, people see it as a powerful scent. This scent is, with the leather and vetiver combo, it's quite earthy, definitely. But again, it's the old Fahrenheit, the Fahrenheit DNA in that anyway, so that really does make it quite powerful, quite masculine as well. Get on to the price points. I know people do like to know what the price is, obviously, because might talk a good game, but obviously if it's £5,000 for the fragrance, which I'm sure it never will be anyway, but you know what I mean, if it's a lot of money for fragrance, it can put you off slightly, but this is actually a really good one, guys. It really is. I got mine for £39. That was a really good one. I think you can get this for about the same sort of price. Retail or online. Online is cheaper, obviously, but I prefer to retail half the time just to make sure it's, the scent that I'm thinking of getting anyway, not any knockoff or anything, or just whatever it might be. You're looking at about £39 to £65, something like that anyway, for this scent. So that's good, I'd say. In most people's books, that is classed as like mid to expensive scent. For me, not so much. Well, not at all really, but you do get your money for it anyway. You do definitely get your money for this, guys. Really do. I actually think it's a really nice scent in general. Next is the occasions. When would you use this, guys? When would you really wear this scent? Well, I'd see it as a casual basis scent. This really is made for close contact for me personally. Anything that I don't get more than 5-6 hours longevity is, personally, I see that as like, close quarters for sure. For me, in my collection, this is not really suitable for formal occasions in general. I can see people who don't collect fragrances too much, or have maybe a small, like 40 to 50 bottle collection, or 30 bottle even. They maybe see this as, you know what, a really a nice scent to wear in the spring and summertime anyway. In general, because obviously this is ideally a spring and summer scent, as you can probably tell by the notes and just how I'm talking about it. People do see this as that sort of thing, really. And if you have a small collection, then yeah, this could easily be your scent to wear in spring and summer in formal occasions, because it's obviously got that leather base, which is a bit more masculine. So obviously, if you're in a formal occasion, it goes from grapefruit to leather and vetiver in the base, so that could actually really be quite nice. I can imagine that quite, decent. But for a collector, this can get overlooked in my collection, really. So for me, not so much, but obviously, really does depend on the person themselves, really. Again, this is actually something I'm going to be touching on one of my favourite chat videos, which is actually coming up really soon. Actually, I've just been preparing for it. It's basically this idea about occasions, and do occasions really justify wearing a scent that is high class, so to speak, or can you wear something that's a bit more engaging in the casual wear sort of thing, and just in general, occasions and scents, how it's perceived by other people, and one person's casual scent is the other person's formal scent. Just basically a different chat on that, so that will come up quite soon, I think, anyway. But that's an idea about you. Next, awards with this scent. Well, it's had a couple of awards. It has, and I was looking back, and this scent has been in my top 20 a couple of times. So obviously this is a good scent, and I do rate this quite highly in that sort of price bracket and that sort of designer bracket. This came 17th in my spring list, and it came 17th, funny enough, in my summer list as well. So in general, this is really good. Any scent that makes in my top 20 is good to a degree. It's got to be good to get in there. It really does have to be good. So yeah, good rating, and good rating for me. 17th is good by all means, and I'm sure it will be in my spring list, in my designer spring list coming up. It'll probably be a bit higher, I think, because I've been wearing it a bit more, and people do like it on me. Compliments wise, by the way, guys, another thing about this as well, compliments. Well, for me personally, the compliments have been mediocre. Some days I go without no compliments at all. Other days I go with, like a couple of compliments. People realise, well, you're wearing something different today. In general, not so much, because really people, when I'm in a workplace, I usually spray it on, go to work, an hour and a half later it's dried down to the sort of skin scent sort of thing, or certainly a smaller scent cloud anyway. Well, that's another one coming as well with the fragrance chat is regarding that is I forgot what I was saying now. Basically about people's perception on fragrances, and in a sense that the chat's going to be about what do you call it? People complimenting you, basically, and garnering compliments. Obviously, there is a lot of aspects to that really are affecting it. Obviously, if you're in a situation where it's not socially acceptable to make compliments about fragrances, you won't do it anyway, so you won't get much compliments, that sort of thing. So I go into that in the fragrance chat as well, so that'll be up soon as well, probably a bit later on, I think, anyway. But just get an idea, that's what it's like anyway. Now into the good and bad, guys. Good and bad. Good and bad. Well, I'm going to start why it's good. This thing changes on the skin. On my skin and other people's skin as well. It is guaranteed from grapefruit to leather and violet. It's nice. I like it. Changes on the skin. It's good. Keeps you thinking, that sort of thing. For many, this is a good scent. For many people think this is a really good scent. Many people online have classes like 10 out of 10 scent for them. I can see why. If you've got like say 5-10 fragrances, yeah, this could be a good scent, depending on what your perception on fragrances is and how much you want to spend, where you want to spend it at, and this could be a good scent for you guys. It really could be. This could be a starting point for many people. I'd say if you are starting in buying fragrances and you're thinking about fragrances for spring and summer in the near months, go for it. It's a great scent. You really will. You'll garner compliments. People will like it on you. It's good stuff. It's a cheap and good bargain, no doubt. Anything less than £60 with this quality is great stuff. Really, it's good stuff. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Bad. Why the bad? Well, has there always got to be bad? Well, yeah, there is. There's usually always good bad things about fragrances, but you know, becomes very much a violet leather combo in the base. The reason why I say that's bad is because ideally, what I would want from this scent is that in the spring and summer, I was hoping when I sprayed it on anyway, first time and a few times down the line, is that I was hoping that grapefruit and that mandarin would stay for a bit longer. I was hoping it would stay there. It didn't stay there. It went to that leather, violet combo which is seen in the Fahrenheit original, and I didn't really want that. I wanted the grapefruit and mandarin to stay there for definitely more than 2 hours long, and I really wanted that, to be quite honest. It didn't give it me at all. That's the only thing with me. It let me down in that sense. So if anything, they could make a Aqua Fahrenheit look, just a lighter version of Aqua Fahrenheit, with taking away the leather and violet and just increasing the citrus in it. Really, maybe that could be an option. Maybe if you listen to Francis Dumasci, which I'm sure you're not, give it a shot. It might work out. Strictly spring and summer. This is not a winter and fall list or autumn scent. It's just not. No way. The base, yeah, not too bad, but it's a bit close to the skin for me. So if you're wearing it in the fall and winter, it ain't a blaster. It ain't gonna, project loads for a long period of time. It's just not. For me, this is just split string in summer. Obviously, by the title, Aqua Fahrenheit. Yeah, I can see Aqua Fahrenheit. The title itself, Aqua, says it all. Obviously, it's made for that time of year. That's what it's made for. And personally, not a huge lover on this one in general, but I can see why people really, really like this stuff. So even though I don't like it, I'm sure many people out there watching this video might like this, definitely. And if you haven't even got it already, I would say buy, try, or nah. Definitely try. Yeah, defo. The grapefruit and the leather in this, really well done, nicely. I do like it quite a lot for them. For the price point, it's really worth a glance anyway. Yeah. So general, it's last thing as well. A bit late now. Just something else for you as well. I mentioned at the start as well, but forgot about it. This thing does twist off. Where are we at? I can't even twist it off now. Right. Well, believe me. Yeah. Technical issue, clearly. Believe me, this scent, it is a splash as well. You can twist off the cap and just dab it on if you wanted to. That could be used maybe if you're wearing it as a sleep scent sort of thing, or just randomly wearing it to just smell nice in the gym. You can just dab it on if you wanted to as well. But yeah, believe me on that one, it is like that. I just can't unscrew it. But yeah, believe me on that one. Overall, this is a great grapefruit based scent for the warmer days. It's going to make you stand out, guys. It's going to make you stand out. It's going to make you really stand out in the warm days, especially the warm days. 'Cause people are going to be smelling boring. People are going to be smelling like, Versace Parum, Aqua di Gio, them sort of scents, maybe Azaro Chrome, Naughty Voyage, them sort of things. This smells different, definitely. Compared to all them, this smells different for sure. It's a good scent. I like it. I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10, guys. Might be a low score that you think is a low score, but it's actually a really good score for me. Really nice sort of stuff, and I do enjoy it. A lot of good things about this. Also, a lot of mediocre features about it as well. Really nice. For me, personally, my scent, this is overlooked. I'm probably going to be putting this to the back burner now and just not wearing it for the next month or so, because it's still a bit cold in England at the moment, so I'm going to leave it for a bit. But yeah, in general, I enjoy it, and I'm sure many of you will enjoy it as well. Again, sorry this has been a bit of a longer review. I'm making my reviews a tad more in detail because I feel like a scent really, because a lot of my scents that I review, they get put to the back usually, and just less look at them really in general. So yeah, I thought a fragrance needs, a good bit of time on it. That's why I see it anyway. So that's what it's going to be like, anyway, guys. So hopefully you look forward to see more of my channel in the next week or two anyway. Maybe in a few days, you never know. But I've got a few things planned. Hope you enjoy this one, guys. I'd love to hear your comments on this. Let me know what you think of this, this fragrance, guys. It's really nice, as usual, I think. Do you like it? Do you not like it? I'd love to hear what you think, guys. So I will see you very soon. Have an awesome night, YouTube. And I need some sleep. See you later.